Hello, everybody. Getting this thing kicked off now. Let me get into the voice. There we go. All right. Let's get ready for another great night of hockey for everybody tonight. Make sure, voice level's all good. Hey, what's up, Cinderblock? Appreciate you, buddy. Oh, I've got Mr. Bonkers or Borker in here. What's up, buddy? Oh, shoot. Hold on one second. For some reason, your voice is coming through my TV. Let me make sure. Output, headset, input, headset. All right, now say something.
What's up?
Oh, there we go. Now you're coming through my headset like you should be.
Cool.
All right. All right. These are updated division standings. After last night's games, we'll do a real brief, quick rundown of everything. It looks like Pittsburgh in the Metro Division is the only undefeated team. They won both games by shutouts last night against Philadelphia. I believe it was 2-0 and 4-0. So Yenzers and your team is rolling, buddy.
Yeah, and maybe the best part is that I had nothing to do with it. So you guys are doing it all on their own.
You get all the credit without having to put any of the work in, right?
Oh yeah. Showed up late, scheduled for the second game, and they already started. Just wiped my hands of it and left. Let's go.
Yeah.
What's the word from Squid here? Might be joined by him later.
Yeah, I think he said he had a game, and I think he said he might be able to jump in at the end of game 1, but he'll definitely be here for game 2. So for all of you who don't know, it's me, a Lions for the win. And my good buddy, Comrade Borker, also known as Commander Bonkers, is
the very same.
the very baritone, deep-voiced, smooth MFer in the booth with me. And then in the Atlantic Division, man, look at those guys. You got 4 teams 2-0. Buffalo Sabres, Detroit Red Wings, Florida Panthers, Tampa Bay Lightning. And then the Canadiens split last night with the Kings. And then I don't remember who Toronto split with last night.
Well, we were talking about it around the draft time and the ownership reveal. The Atlantic, we knew it was going to be loaded.
Oh, yeah.
And we only have one night in the books, but it's already showing up to be that way. Montreal is, even though they're not one of the undefeated teams, they're going to be in the mix, no doubt.
Oh, yeah. Well, the Atlantic Division has 4 undefeated teams. There's only 3 other undefeated teams in the rest of the entire league. So the Atlantic Division is going to be an absolute bloodbath.
That's right, and there will be a good team missing playoffs out of that. It's way in the distance from now, but just thinking about that, how hard these teams will have to fight when it might not be the case in another division. It'll be fun to watch it play out throughout the season.
Oh, yeah, it will. And then we have the Central Division Group 3. We have the Winnipeg Jets at 2-0. Blackhawks, Avalanche, Stars, and Wild, all 1-1. And then you have the Coyotes, who are 0-2. I think they played like Buffalo last night, something like that.
Oh, I have to look into that. Are we still having NHL gamer issues?
I know there were API issues last night. They were having to go through like the actual website and private clubs to end up grabbing the things that they needed. I ended up grabbing everything from Nightly Scores, just because all the games were posted there.
Yeah, Arizona played Winnipeg, by the way.
Oh, that's okay. That'll do it.
Lost 5-2 and 2-1.
Yeah, they played them tough too. Winnipeg was one of those teams that we said, look out for coming out of the West.
Yeah.
Then,
sorry.
sorry.
Pulling stuff up here.
You're good. Then over in the Pacific Division, we have the Oilers at 2-0. I accidentally said that I wasn't going to have their game tonight, and the Oilers, they got salty. Well, I wouldn't say salty. They got a little feisty, and I accidentally misspoke, and it's a Seattle Kraken that we will not have shown yet. But whenever I do come back, I promise the Seattle Kraken will be on the next broadcast. But the Calgary Flames and Kings, 1-1. San Jose Sharks had the only overtime game last night. They're 0-1-1. And then Ducks and Kraken are both 0-2-0. And then these are the games that we have for tonight. Game 1, we're going to have the Kings versus Capitals, Ducks versus Sharks, Lightning versus Red Wings, and Blue Jackets versus the Canadiens. And then for Game 2 at 10:45 p.m. EST, we will have the Avalanche versus Hurricanes, Sabres versus Penguins, Stars versus Oilers, Panthers versus Blackhawks. And then the reason why we ended up missing out on Seattle was for the simple fact we had the Sabres and Penguins squaring off against each other, both 2-0, and both just looking really, really strong from what we saw last night.
Yeah, I can't wait to see my own team play out against the defending Stanley Cup champions, especially just so soon after the addition of Shem to Buffalo through the RA. I wonder if they'll be getting him in right away, or if he's sitting out. You know, they, of course, already had set lines for the week, so can't say if he will be sliding in, but if he does, that'll be a drastic change to the roster.
Well, they also got Day, too.
That's true. 2 very fortunate, you might say, pickups out of that RA.
Oh, yeah. Man, I can't wait for the games tonight.
Yeah, what do you think? So you already mentioned Penguins and Buffalo. Are there any other standouts you're looking at right now?
Well, I think the Columbus Blue Jackets and Montreal game will be really, really good. And I also think the Tampa Bay Lightning Detroit game will be pretty solid. I've got the lineups right here in front of me. I can go through them real quick for us. So the Kings versus Capitals. For the Kings, we have left wing Brain Masta, center It's Taken, right wing OTs, left D It's Prosy, right D Kaner, goalie Snowda. Washington starting line, center Pristine Life, left wing K-Mac, right wing Carney, left D Smoked Akon, right D LaPierre, and goalie Serial Sniper. And then for the San Jose Anaheim game, San Jose, we have OTK Magic Stick at center, Killjoy at right wing, Solid Nuke at left wing, Mr. Loom at left D, Showstopper right D, A1 Zurian in the net. For Anaheim, we have Swedish at center, Jake from State Farm at left wing, THC Magic Stick at right wing. That's going to be confusing. At left D, we have AE Smoke AE. Right D, we have Fear the Beard, and goalie Hate Humans. For the Tampa Bay Lightning in Detroit, Tampa Bay's lineup is Dragunov at center, Beast and Hayes at right wing, Ovechkin 8 at left wing, Gin 420 left D, Killamilla right D, Stitch and Snipe at goal. For Detroit, we have Alentic at center, Hellcat at left wing, Fancy Duck at right wing, Savage Dave at left D, HC Metal at right D, and Seafaring Hen at goalie. And then for Montreal and Columbus, Montreal lineup is T. Sagan at center, Vankt at right wing, Hortense Owl at left wing, LB Angelic Llama at left D, Asa Dude at right D, and EOZ Hornets at goalie. Columbus, we have 2 Tigers, 1 Cage at center. Left wing, we have All-Star Trefison. At right wing, we have Wilksy 93. At left D, we have Revo. At right D, we have Nasty C. And for goalie is Dirt X91A.
And a couple quick notes on some of the games here. Going down the list. So with Anaheim and San Jose, on paper it looks like San Jose would have the advantage, and I want to see how Anaheim can stick up to that challenge. The forward line on San Jose tonight is pretty high flying. Obviously they have chemistry with 2 OTK guys playing together. But so far, from what I've heard around San Jose, they're not entirely enthused with their start. So wondering if they can pick up momentum off these games, or if Anaheim will stand up to the challenge. And as well as with the Montreal game, just looking forward to seeing Lama and Asa dude on defense.
That's going to be a
Almost
real
no matter
strong
what else
pair.
happens. Yeah, those guys are very solid. We can probably all learn something from the way they're going to move the puck in this upcoming game.
Mm-hmm. Another strong D pairing that I noticed is Detroit with HC Metal and Savage Dave. I
Yep.
think that's going to be a pretty good pairing as well.
Yeah, speaking of that, I think this Detroit team is one of the stronger Red Wings teams we've had in 6HL over the past however many seasons. Historically, Detroit in this league has not had a tremendous record with getting to the playoffs, but this season there might be something different. That's a solid line.
It definitely is. All
And
right.
looks like the stream's starting up.
Yeah, it's 9 o'clock. It doesn't look like anybody's matched up. I was just flipping it over just so we can be ready. Let me go ahead and shoot a message over real quick and make sure that the LA Kings and Washington stream is going to end up being up. I have all these. Pretty sure I have all these muted. Okay, it was the music that was playing. Okay. God, I gotta remember who it was. LA Kings, right? So that's Stone Guy. God, I have to send so many, so many DMs every day to end up finding streams and then asking for lines, and it just my DMs get real full. So searching through them sometimes can be fun.
Yeah, got to find some way to streamline that process. Pardon the wordplay.
Oh yeah.
Not intentional.
And then I
Two
do have
games matched up now.
Yep. And then I do have the other 4 streams already queued up as well. So definitely on top of everything right now. All right. Looks like Anaheim and San Jose and Columbus and Montreal were just chomping at the bit to get ready. And I have confirmation. Brain Mesa is getting his stream up now.
Seeing some interesting jersey selections, what with not having team jerseys yet. A couple of camos, some alternates. Quebec Rem parts in the case of Montreal.
Yeah. Well, that's one of the things. The bags, we don't have the bags yet, so.
Yep.
I'm sure we will end up getting them soon. So, what team do you think scores first between Montreal and Columbus?
It's a good question. Even though we were talking about the D pair being great for Montreal, and I still think it is, I feel like we could see something quick from Columbus. Maybe a fast break kind of play while Montreal's getting their feet under them.
Yeah. Well, one thing about Columbus is Montreal may have like the standout like on paper D pair, but the forward line of Columbus with 2 Tigers, 1 Cage, Trefisen and Wilksy 93, that is a very strong defensive forward line. And like you said, they can get at it too on the offensive end. They generated a lot of offense from there, from that defense.
Yeah, not expecting a crazy high-scoring game from this one necessarily.
Yeah.
Ooh. Net front chance there in the Anaheim game, and got another game loading in. Great.
There we go. Found where the music was coming from. Oh, we had a big shot there and a big save.
Oh, what a save.
Yeah, Hornets with a big save there. I didn't catch who the shot was. I'm going to assume it was Wilksy.
I believe it was Tigers.
Ooh, okay. That's what I get for
But
assuming, right?
I might be wrong altogether. They almost proved me right, but that's a wonderful save from Montreal's goaltender.
Oh, nice pick there by Revo. Getting it out to two Tigers, up to Wilksey. Oh, Wilksey tried to get that pass through the middle, unable to. Nice pick by Llama.
And something of note with the Anaheim game, I haven't seen Bjorn in net before. Is that a position he normally plays?
I'm not sure. I have not seen him in net myself either.
Yeah.
So that's a good catch. Something for us to end up watching for. And Detroit and Tampa Bay have dropped off in the bottom left as well. And it does look like LA is searching right now. So that game should be matching up and starting pretty soon. Oh, we have a penalty here in the bottom right corner. I believe that's two Tigers that took the penalty. The Dirty Bird.
And a 2-on-1 for San Jose. Ooh. Well played by Anaheim to shut that down. That's what smoke.
Yeah, that's one of the things I really like seeing is like whenever we do these multi-streams and stuff like that, there's a lot going on, but you also get to take a lot in, like how teams play certain things certain ways.
Yeah. Yeah, trying to make sure to dart back and forth between games. Not get too invested in one.
Yeah. OTK trying to stuff it near side coming from behind the net, unable to. Dirt was there on top of it, and we got OTK again passing across, taken by THC Magic Stick. We got a breakaway with Jake with State Farm. He got shut down. And then another shot just shut down by A1 Zurion. He is one of the good goalies in this league.
He is showing out right now. That's for sure. Looking at some cycling action here as Montreal's power play wraps up. See if they get any other chances before this leaves the zone. And seems they will strike out on the first power play of the game. Had some good zone time, but nothing to show for it quite yet.
Yeah, that's one of the things. It's like I don't really think I've seen T. Sagan, Vangt, and Hortense play on a line before. Oh, yeah, we got a goal at the top right. Looked like it was Killjoy to Solid Nuke, I believe.
That's right. Crashing the net. And kind of what I was talking about. This is a high-flying, fast-paced San Jose line. They have drawn first blood. See how Anaheim rebounds. And that's the first goal of the multi-stream tonight.
All right. Congratulations. Geez. Solid Nuke. And what a pass by OTK Killjoy. He's the between the legs pass, cross crease back, and did it hit the pad or the post? OTK Magic Stick shot there. There's a nice little puck movement there.
And Detroit is on the back nine of a power play right now. Haven't seen a ton of steady zone time. Almost had a little shorthanded chance against there, but they got one more chance to get it in there and get a cycle going before Tampa Bay's back to full strength.
Mm-hmm. And then we do have the Kings in Washington. About 15 minutes left in the first period in the top left also. Nice shutdown by Prosy.
Just when two of them are at intermission, huh?
Yeah. You don't have four things going crazy all at once.
It's a good pick by HT Metal for Detroit, getting that out of the crease, even though it's maybe kind of a forced pass. You know, as a defenseman, those can be so dangerous if you pick them up and accidentally dunk them.
Yeah.
So it's a smooth play.
Oh, I had something similar. Like, I was behind the red line, behind the goalie. Yeah, we got a goal. Fancy Duck. I'm a huge fan of the show. I'm a huge fan of Fancy. And he buries it in the bottom left. Assisted by Halsey, who I am assuming is Hellcat. And secondary assist, Alentic. Fancy with those 1Ts. So dangerous, man.
Absolutely. You know, with Fancy, he in LFG, he always says anybody looking for a trash right wing, and I don't know who he's talking about because it's definitely not him.
No.
Plays like that.
Yeah. He had amazingly huge games in like both game fours of the Eastern Conference Finals and the Stanley Cup Finals. Guy came up absolutely huge.
Yeah, so maybe change that to champion right wing.
Yeah. You hear that, Fancy? You're just too dang humble, and we've had enough of it. Fancy again! Oh my goodness. Maybe we should keep talking about Fancy. He'll get some goals. Look at that, buddy.
Yeah, that's a nice rip from Fancy. Something, a kind of shot like that you might not see quite as often, at least scoring on it in this year's game as opposed to the last one. So it's just tremendously placed by Fancy coming out of the corner there. Pardon me, Fancy.
Oh, he's going to be an angry duck now. Oh, what a poke by Pristine on the top left. Looked like Pristine was burned, and then he ended up having the perfect stick. And there he goes again. Look at that guy. He's got a stick on him up in the top left corner. And we got a charge. Kaner. So we're going to end up having Washington on the power play now.
And still no score in this Montreal-Columbus game. Oh, almost changed on a wrap attempt there, but yeah, it's been about as deadlocked as we might have expected.
Yeah. Ooh.
An Omaha attempt there in San Jose.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I couldn't see because of the stream. It is actually the PK. My fault.
Here we go. Nah, you're good, buddy. I promise. Shot from the blue line there by LA Kings. Pretty much just trying to keep it out of their zone. 20 seconds left on the power play for Washington. Shot from the high point. Not able to get through the traffic. And LA Kings able to kill that penalty. Got T. Sagan carrying it across the blue line on the bottom right. Ends up getting stick lifted.
And just as we cross the halfway point in that game on the bottom right there, still nothing to report for score. Oh,
goal up in the top right.
Solid nuke again off of 1T.
Off a Killjoy. Yeah.
This one was not up in the goalie's mitt. Solid nuke introducing himself to the league, showing that he can do it all. In and out of the crease.
That's one of the really cool things, I think. We've got a lot of new faces, like obviously talented new faces in the league. We saw a lot of guys that I really hadn't seen before go really early in the draft, and it's going to be exciting. Some new blood ends up spreading that competition a lot more. You get a lot more better players. And we got another one. Holy crud, he's got a hat trick now. Wow, solid nuke. That's a way to make yourself known, like you said. And a goal in the top left, Washington. Looked like off a rebound for Carney.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, I said I think it was a rebound. I'm not exactly sure.
I was just going to say, that's tough for LA. Just a minute ago, they had a very close attempt in the offensive zone. There was a cross coming across the crease from the point, and just couldn't quite bang it. Barely picked off the goal line, and Washington turns it around, takes it down to the other end, and dunks it.
Whoa, what did I do? I don't know what I just did. It made the screen all crazy.
And Anaheim has taken a penalty that is not exactly what they want to do to get back into this game. Maybe they can kill this penalty off and get some momentum. Right now the Sharks are rolling, though.
Definitely tough, especially when you have two guys that play together as much as Magic Stick and Killjoy do.
Yeah, when you're faced up against guys that are familiar enough to have the same kind of clan tag in their names, it's tough.
And a goal by Olenek in the bottom left. Detroit is absolutely all over Tampa Bay right now.
Absolutely. And Olenek is returning to the league after being around way back, maybe around season 4 or 5, took a hiatus and came back. He didn't lose any steps.
Oh, another goal by Solid Nuke in the top right. Who do you think got that assist to Atlantic in the bottom left?
That's a great question. I wish I knew. Oh, Fancy Duck.
It was Fancy
Huh.
Duck. If he's a trash wing, I don't want to know what a good wing is.
Yeah, if that's the truth, we don't need the good wings coming to this league because
Yeah.
Fancy is talented enough.
And Killjoy again was the primary assist for Solid Nuke there.
Yeah, I was talking about chemistry between the OTK guys, but I guess they have some inbuilt chemistry with Solid Nuke as well.
And we got another goal in the top left for Washington. Prez assisting Carney. I believe that's Carney's second goal.
Yes, it is after the first one from a couple of minutes ago.
Mm-hmm.
Just looking at the scores here. So, bottom right game, still scoreless after 2. And there's been, one team is currently being shut out, at least in each of the games. I'm trying to find the right wording to say it, but in some ways, kind of one-sided games so far. Another penalty from Anaheim.
Jeez.
Letting that lethal San Jose power play get back onto the ice.
And we do have OTK Hitman in the chat. Thanks for joining the chat, Hitman. And he has let us know Magic and Killjoy have played together for 12 years.
Wow.
Jeez. That's how you get some chemistry.
Yeah, and I don't think they've played with Nuke for 12 years, but it doesn't really show right now. He's fitting in pretty well with them. Oh,
what a
short-handed
save.
chance for Anaheim.
Yeah, right in front of the goalie.
Another penalty on the top right there.
Jeez. That can happen. Like when things start snowballing on you, you start getting a little aggressive, start tilting. And it can get out of hand real quick if you don't stay calm and just try and chip away at it. If you try to get it all at once, this is kind of the hole you put yourself in sometimes.
Yeah, it started raining and now it's pouring,
Mm-hmm.
Oh, ripping the offensive zone. I just would not like to see, if I was Anaheim, these guys on San Jose, this clearly skilled line, having as much time with the puck as they do.
Yeah.
Just well, they're try to weather the storm.
They're in the same division, so they're going to be seeing a bit of each other too.
Right, and another Fancy Duck goal. He's having himself a night.
Let's go, Fancy. And we got another goal up in the top right. San Jose is just on fire tonight. I guess what you were saying pregame, Killjoy, primary assist there. Yeah, Magic Stick with the goal there. Goes back to what you said, not being happy with the start they had to the season. They are coming out on fire tonight.
Yep. Giving you the storylines.
See, this is why we have you in media. You just know everything.
Talk to some people now and then. Oh, what a save!
Oh my goodness!
LA. That was an absolute blast to keep that out and keep his team within 2. Could be a momentum shift kind of play. Looking back later in the game.
What a pass from OTs to It's Taken, and a huge save by Serial Sniper, also in the top left in that sequence.
Yeah, and a big save on the top right too.
Oh my goodness!
Getting wild.
Solid Nuke with another one. Oh my goodness! It looked like Mr. Loom took a wrist shot from the slot. I think OTK Magic Stick ended up tipping it. It hits the post and goes right onto Solid Nuke's stick, and he just buries it short side. Oh my goodness!
Yeah, when something like that happens in a game where you're already down by a lot, you just feel like everything's going the other team's way. So maybe Anaheim can salvage something here, build for the next game. Oh, that's a nice save from Bjorn.
Yeah. Big O snatch there. Man,
yeah,
2 minutes left
games.
in the bottom
Oh
right, and
yeah.
it's still 0-0. So much action and scoring's been going on in the other games, we kind of forgot. What? Oh, he puts it in his own net. Oh my goodness, Treff gets credit for the goal. It was a shot on his lower left pad or right pad. He goes to cover it and just puts it in his own net with no time left. Oh, Hornets, I feel bad for you, buddy.
Wow.
I jinxed them, man.
Yeah.
I said no score, and look what happens.
Well, you can of course expect a very vigorous effort here from Montreal in the last minute.
Oh yeah.
And shots on, looking for rebounds and tips. They no doubt don't want to lose off a goal that was kind of accidental. But we'll see if it can be held by Columbus.
Olenek. Did he end up getting another goal while I was
He
looking
did.
away? Oh my goodness. Shot from the point there, man. Olenek having himself a night. So are the Red Wings.
Oh yeah, the Red Wings have themselves a nice piece in Atlantic.
Oh yeah. I want to say he was their first pick, wasn't he?
I believe so. I wasn't around for the very first round and catch all of it. He should have been.
Yeah. I'm
If
pretty
he
sure he
wasn't a first round
was.
pick, he should have been. So he probably was.
And then he got another one. This primary by Halsey.
And 15 seconds left in the Columbus and Montreal game.
Oh man.
It's 1-1. Oof. Last rush here for Montreal. Kind of an Omaha attempt, dumped it down, but that will do it.
What a heartbreaking goal. Like that just hurts whenever a game is decided like that. Not to take
Yeah.
anything away from Terfeisen or the Columbus Blue Jackets, they played a heck of a game, as you can see. But sometimes, sometimes the bounces just aren't with you. And we got a goal in the bottom left. Tampa Bay will not be shut out. Goal
There you go.
there by I believe Beeson Hayes. Yep. Primary assist Dragonov. And I am sorry, I'm not certain who LeBron James is.
And just a real quick note on that Montreal game. You see there they had 7.5 minutes of time on attack, but 6 shots.
Jeez.
So never really looks great when you have less than a shot per minute time on attack. Surely they'll rectify that going into the next game. It's just what happens when you put pucks on net, as we saw from CBJ.
Yep.
Another penalty from Anaheim.
HC Metal round 1. Scotty and Stoner says Scotian Stoner? Scotty and Stoner?
Scotian.
Yeah, okay. Okay, I like Nova Scotian. I got it now.
Yeah. Atlantic round 2. Thank you, Scotian Stoner.
And then second intermission on the bottom right. Tampa Bay up 7-1. I mean, Detroit up 7-1. Then we got a 3-on-1 rush in the top screen. Oh, what a poke there.
And Anaheim is taking a penalty here. Again.
It's always rough.
Yeah, we all have those nights. It's tough to see it. Oh, wow. There you go. Tampa will take that.
Yeah. It's hard not to.
Yeah.
Well, when you're down 7-1, you'll take it, What a goal by Hayes. Oh, we almost had a goal in the bottom left for yeah.
Another brick in the wall for Tampa. It's kind of like what we were saying with Anaheim. If they can start to build anything momentum-wise for the next game. It hasn't really panned out that way for Anaheim to this point, but Tampa Bay is picking up some momentum so they don't come into the next game flat.
Yep.
I'd like to see it.
Then I'm going to go ahead and get the lines for Game 2 wrote out real quick, and then I can get that sent to you. That way we're not completely in the dark like I was yesterday.
Oh, what a save on the bottom right game. Yeah, we're making some inferences along the way.
Yeah.
Who's who?
Oh, it was a lot of fun. And by fun, I mean not at all last night. 4 games going on, 4 different lines, and then just happened to try and catch like the name pop up below, and then remember who was, on each place on each team was not what I would call fun.
Just over 10 minutes, or pardon me, just under 11 minutes in the LA Washington game. Score's been the same for a while. LA keeps trying to jam something away, keep barely not being able to finish it. Can't help but feel like they're going to break through in some way as this game winds down. I can't say it would be 2 goals or enough to tie the game, but I think they'll get something through.
Yeah, I mean
They've been going at it hard for a while.
I mean with Brainmaster, it's taken in OTs. I mean, you think they'll at least generate something. There was a real good long pass from Prosy to it's taken.
And another Tampa goal.
Jeez.
Yet another brick in the wall. And if you're in Tampa, are you starting to think, hey guys, maybe we can do something here?
Well, you got 12 minutes. I mean,
Yeah.
you keep plugging away and chipping away, Like, EA loves it. Like, whenever you start getting some momentum going, like, some crazy stuff can end up happening.
Kind of looking for a timeout here from Detroit if they haven't taken one already. I know it's still 4, but you don't want to take any chances. We all know how quick the game can turn on you.
Yeah.
Another goal from San Jose.
That line, we're going to have to
And
keep an
from
eye on
Washington.
them. And then that looks like that was Magic Stick there. Nice little fake spin. Pulls it back and just buries it over on the side.
Yeah, this is more what John and Co. had in mind on draft night. Panning out very well for them in this game. And Magic Stick, that's a pretty funny guy. Played with them once. He's a riot. Good pick there in the Tampa game.
Yeah, that was like one of the things is like whenever we got like between like rounds like 7, like all the way to like 10, like we're just commenting constantly like how's this guy still available? And a lot of new blood and a lot of new talent. So this is going to be a great season as we're seeing with like San Jose here, just putting up monster points, and Detroit as well. Tampa Bay still trying to fight their way back in.
Yeah, and on what you were saying about guys slipping in the draft, you get to the point sometimes where guys slip so far that teams wonder, is there something other people know that I don't as to why they're slipping? And then it feeds into itself. People keep passing on guys. So through that kind of loop, we end up with some guys being steals, ending up on really good teams where they maybe should have gone earlier.
Yeah.
Makes lines a lot more interesting.
Well, also as fast as another goal by Magic Stick down on the bottom left. Holy jeez. And it's solid nuke with the assist there.
Not a ton left to say on that San Jose game, I feel. Point night. Take them when you get them. Anaheim just got to try to completely forget about this one going into the next game, see if they can turn it around, because every game does start tied. They just don't end that way.
Yeah.
So 2 minutes from now, get another chance to get off on the right foot. This is nice. Every game has under 3 minutes left.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Definitely. Man, the games have just been flying along.
LA on a 4-on-3 power play. Don't see that often. And if there's any chance they have to get back into the game
Yeah.
with the amount of time they have left, here it is.
It's got to be now. Is Anaheim going to be able to get on the board here? Yeah, down in the bottom left corner, that bounce there.
I meant LA losing the puck. There it is again.
Oh.
But yeah, there have been a series of tough pounces across the games, depending on which team you're looking at. And a trip from San Jose this time, sending Anaheim to the power play with 30 seconds left to try to break the shutout. Oh, sorry, I said it. Whatever. Another penalty from Washington as well. Good block down in the Tampa game. Not giving up on the play.
Yeah. I apologize, guys. I'm trying to get this stuff done super quick, so thank goodness we have Borker here.
I'm just enjoying the last couple seconds of these games here. Detroit one is wrapped up. As we were talking about, Tampa started to build something back towards the end there. Too little, too late, as it turns out. Decent amount of shots up, but Andy Duck was just too much to handle, and can't blame him. He's a nice right wing, even if he doesn't say it.
Yep. I always give him crap whenever I see him say that. I'm like, you stop
Right.
it.
And another penalty from Anaheim. I want to see the totals at the end of this game, but it looks like, well, they are going to end up not being able to break the shutout. It's down to LA to see if they can do it in these last 10 seconds. Cross, nice save from Serial Sniper. Fighting for that shutout achievement. Oh, walk. Ooh. All right, San Jose wraps up the game 8-0. And only 7 seconds left here.
What a game. What that offense, it's just explosive.
Yeah. I want to do a couple callbacks, as is tradition, to the pregame storyline. So, San Jose, yeah, they improved on the start. They got the momentum they were looking for. And as advertised, that's a high-flying forward line. Showed what they could do. Nice job, guys.
Yeah.
And as well with the Montreal CBJ game, CBJ did end up scoring first, but it was with about a minute left.
Yeah. That game was such a close, tight game. Unfortunately, there's just so much offense going around that we didn't really get to focus in on it. But that's how it ends up going sometimes, you know?
Yeah, you see some bright flashes on the screen every couple seconds in the other games with crooked numbers on the board. And it is maybe sometimes kind of hard to pay attention to a very tight defensive game. But it was a great game nonetheless.
It certainly was. And then I'm almost done with the lineup cards. Sorry, having to do this on the fly. Here we go. Let's see. Check in on the other 4 games here.
Zurion, who's in the booth? Whoever tried to jinx my shutout in the booth needs to be fired.
Yeah,
Didn't happen.
Yeah,
Okay.
It wasn't us, buddy.
I didn't say anything. And my boys, Pittsburgh, playing the All-Star jerseys, tied 1-1 coming to the end of the first period. Yes.
Oh. There we go.
Chicago and Florida. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Florida just down 1, trying to mount a little bit of a comeback.
All right. Oh, it looks like we already have Dallas
done.
and Edmonton starting up game 2. Oh, geez.
Those guys are punctual.
Yeah. They're like, we're doing this right now, and we don't care what you have to say about it. All right, well, let me get this pulled up real quick. Where is it? God, so many DMs. Such a pain in the butt. All right, it's Shelfie. All right, the lineup for Shelfie is center is JM, left wing Lives Shelfie, right wing Biz 604, left D Chief Augie, right D Iron All, and their goalie is Rids. And then for Edmonton, there we go, Webby. Webby's lineup. Center is Webby. His right wing is Obi-Wan's. Left wing Stutzel. Right D Batman 207. Lefty and Harkin. And goalie Frosty Brew. So that's the lineup we end up having there. Looks like Chicago might eke this out by 1 goal up in the top right. Yeah. And we got overtime for Pitt and Buffalo. I knew this series was going to be really, really good. and that's why unfortunately Seattle got bumped. I just knew both of these teams were playing some hot hockey, and
Had a
just
lag
had to
out
make
for
sure.
Pittsburgh, by the way.
Oh, we did.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Or I mean for
Let's see what
Buffalo.
comes up.
Oh, for both of them.
Oh
Unless
yeah,
there
how
was a
about that?
fight. Unless there was a
Oh,
fight.
that may be the case. You're right, but that's kind of weird for an overtime game if that is the case. Didn't get to see it. And as you were talking about, Chicago did manage to eke it out, fend off Florida's late game attack. A penalty, an AI penalty, no less. Keith going to the box. Pittsburgh on the power play with a
Jeez.
chance to win this game.
That's the absolute worst.
Isn't it? That's what people hate the most in this game. Issues that you have no control over, whether it's a bad bounce or the AI whacking somebody in the arm.
Yep.
Nice rip in the Dallas game. That's another one of those shots that's maybe more likely to be a goal in last year's game. Goalies seem to have kind of better reaction time this time around, but it's a good rip nonetheless, especially on the PK. P. Clements working the puck behind the net. Oh, a turnover. Diz almost managed to clear it. A nice save by Diz on the forehand wrap attempt. It's a lot easier to remember the guys' names on Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
And Obi-Wan's with a couple of left trigger moves. Slick getting into the zone for Edmonton. Pronger picks up the flip from Stutzel, turns it around the other way. Oh, nice one-timer attempt. A couple of point shots here from Dallas. If they were utilizing that correctly with cycling it down to Biz or getting some tips in front along with that, that can be a lethal combo with some of the forwards they have up front.
Yeah. All right, only one team left. Thank goodness.
Oh, and Dallas scores.
Oh my
Stick play.
goodness.
A nice pass from Biz. Good finish from Shelf. Is that Shelf? Yes.
Yeah, I played against Biz the other night. I feel like he's more deadly with his speed this season. Just the way that defense plays. Like last season, like on 22 Old Gin, he was mainly like a lot of the boards where you'd end up like slicing through that gap. But oh, we got some huge saves down in the bottom by Rids.
Oh.
But now he's able to pretty much just straight line from anywhere with that speed, and it's just deadly.
With how pokes slow you down in this year's game on defense, there's not really a great way to play him, but from what I've seen, it seems like your best bet is to not try to backskate next to him because he will turn and he does burn. So just skating back into your zone with him, and even though that gives him some space, he is a little less likely to get behind you. So he puts you in a tough spot. Not really any good options.
All right.
We have a match.
All right. I did not have the lineup for Carolina. Yeah, I did. Where did it go? But we can see it right here. Oh, shoot. Just went away.
Yep, VJ, Andy's Army, and yeah, you're right. I'm a little bit behind you. Oh, that's right, because you're streaming it.
Okay. Looks like the center is going to be Dead Ingle, left wing Andy's Army, right wing Tony or Furball, lefty is Talk to VJ, and I was told that Texas Puck is filling for Devil Dog at right D, and goalie will be Bruin.
And real quick, nice saves there by Props on the top left game to keep this game running against my Pittsburgh Penguins. Props, very good goalie. Better dude, I think. Another one of those kind of newer talents in the league. Improve it.
God, I think Buffalo and Pittsburgh are going to be playing till about midnight tonight, the way it's going right now.
I mean, are we going to be here for the whole thing? What's the move on that?
Yeah, I'll hang out.
Okay.
Not doing a
Got
lot
nothing better
tomorrow.
to do.
Well,
Yeah.
I do have to be at the airport about 1:30 tomorrow, or bad things might happen to me.
Gotcha. Well, if you need to drop out, I got it all. I'll carry it through the night.
Oh, it'll be fine. It's 1:30 in the afternoon.
Anyway, a goal there from Columbus. Sorry, missed that. Doing a little chatting.
Or you
Off
mean
to an early
Colorado?
lead, anyway. Yeah, sorry, my fault.
No, you're good.
Caught in the previous game. Similar abbreviations.
Oh.
Yeah, Colorado. Quick
Mhm.
goal.
We got a power. Oh, it must have been a 5-minute major on Dallas down in the bottom left. Either that or a double minor, because it's
Yeah,
over 2
and
minutes.
it's a good clear there. If I'm Dallas defending on that PK, I don't want to see Obi-Wan's hanging out with the puck in the slot because he will put some moves on. He will make things happen in there. So if there's anyone you want to keep the puck away from in that situation, it's probably him.
Yeah. Well, him and Stetzel, they're going to be real strong. Big save and
Oh, yeah.
cover there by Rids. Puck just drifted
Definitely. Yeah, the whole line is talented. I think that Obi-Wan's with the extra space that power play is going to provide can reach a little deeper into the bag of tricks.
There was a point shot in the top
Clements.
left, yeah, and tip in front of the net, and Props making the huge save there. Wow, 50 seconds left in this overtime.
And a clear for Carolina. Relieving the pressure a little bit, resetting play.
Man, another night of some really, really good explosive hockey. Like, we've had some. It's been a pretty even mix. We've had some high-scoring games. We've had like a little bit of blowouts, and then we've also had about the same amount of close, like 1-1, 2-1 games.
Yeah, waiting to see here if the roof gets blown off of some of these games that have just started recently, like they did in the first slate of games. Oh, that's a good pick by Jack-Eye. Just going off player last name.
Yeah. I'll go ahead and run through the lineups for Chicago and Florida as they're about to start searching and matching up. For Chicago, their center is Silver Fox, left wing Arksy, right wing Durs. And this is a defensive pair I'm really excited to end up seeing. Sweet Lou and Mashley together as a D pair for Chicago. Goalie Woeful Penguin. I think that might be a team that'll be hard to score on. And then for Florida...
go
ahead.
Also, real quick, sorry. Just another goal from Colorado there from Caulfield, also known as Doc, also known as Danglord, a man of many names, many points, and many goals, getting Colorado up 2-0. Sorry, carry on.
No, you're good, buddy. Goals are very important, especially whenever it's a 2-0 game like that. Okay, for Florida, for Florida, center is Billy X9, left wing Fiends, right wing Brooksy. Left wing Brooksy, right wing Fiends, lefty black and gold. Oh my goodness gracious! Lefty is Geineman, right D is black and gold, and goalie is Zerke. There we go.
And we're going game down on the bottom left.
Yep. And we're going into second OT, about to start in the top left. Oh, Obi-Wan got his clock clean there.
Ooh.
By Chief Augie.
That's one effective way to take care of a guy taking some liberties in your zone. Moving around, doing some stick handling. High risk, but high reward, as we saw. Good job by VJ to clear the crease for Carolina.
Oh, we almost had a 3-on-3 rush in the top left, but it was ended up picked. Daddy Deluxe carrying it up. Oh, gets poked off. Looks like Shane with Mr. Right there with the stick.
And I'll ask you this question, Lions, because my opinion would have bias, of course. Who do you think is going to come out on top of this double overtime game in the top left?
Man, it just looks like Pittsburgh has been the one applying all the pressure since we tuned in. It looks like Buffalo's been having issues trying to get into the zone. And so if I had to say, see, like right there, if I had to say, I would say Pittsburgh just because they're having more and better opportunities. And that big blast from the point, big rebound. Oh my goodness, man. Props is insane.
Oh,
Like 3 or 4 huge saves. One from the point, rebounds to the right. He ends up making the save. It rebounds over to the left. And who was it? Is John Wayne the Duke held the puck, being patient, waiting for Props to slide over, and Props just didn't bite, making the big
yeah.
save.
Kind of an unfortunate animation there, but no less props, just with still tremendous saves to keep his team in the game. Standing
Absolutely
tall.
crazy. This is such a great game, and we have another game. There's to watch. Look at this, 21 shots to 17 shots.
Yeah, I'm just looking up and down at all these games right now, enjoying it.
Yeah.
Headed towards second intermission here in the bottom left between Dallas and Edmonton. Wonder if they can maybe rip off a quick point shot, break the tie. One last rush for Edmonton before the period is over. Tries to split the middle, cannot get it done, and we're headed to the second intermission.
It was a big hit there from Webby. I think it was on Augie. Either right as it expired or, and then we do have the puck dropping in the top right for game 2 between Chicago and Florida. I believe Chicago won that game 5-4, and we have an immediate big save by Zerke. Oh,
Oh,
huge saves up there for Jadiz.
nice saves by Zerk and Diz, as you saw. Goaltending talent is kind of tough to get sometimes, but we in this league are not really hurting for it from the
No.
looks of these games.
And it does look like we have Daddy Deluxe is playing left wing and not net. So I
Yeah,
am assuming that there's some late shift changes there. So who's in net for you guys? Oh, Jade is Dur.
yeah. Uh, we had a situation with a possible call out, so just ended up shifting the line around.
Okay. Yinzer lied to me. I'm gonna hold it against him.
Yeah, usually I'm the one on the team who's good for giving unclear or untrue answers. His
Oh, is
turn
that
this
a
time.
delay of game or was it
Ooh,
deflected?
off a stick.
Okay. We got an icing down in the bottom left. 18:49 left in the third, and then we're gonna have a
Oh.
4-on-4 on the bottom right.
Yeah, saw Colorado there trying to get their cycle going. An unfortunate pass ended up just going past the right wing. And not exactly how you like your power play starting off, but as a forward, I like seeing the 4-on-4. You just love having that much ice open.
Shane got a great shot there in the top left, and it was tipped by Black Sheep, and a big save by Jadiz. Buffalo able to start get some pressure here finally.
Yeah, you could say it's evening out somewhat. Both teams are looking dangerous. It's a great game in that way, even more so than before. It's a smooth breakout. And the 4-on-4 on the bottom right is winding down. Colorado didn't necessarily need goals on the power play, already being up 2, but it wouldn't have hurt
Yeah.
to not end up going even there.
Oh, big blast. Can't make it through on the bottom right. Connor K with the puck again. Pass up to the center to Chaz, and he ends up losing the puck. We got
Good
Dead
poke by
Ingle.
Insane goes there.
Yeah. Got a 3-on-5 rush for Buffalo, predictably unable to get across the blue line.
And another pursuant shelf goal. Give the man his money.
Oh,
Check him out. putting Dallas back up ahead. That's how you lead by example, folks.
He did say that he was going to break the Dallas curse. Oh, huge saves by Jadis. Oh my God. Ben Sniffer with speed cuts across the net, tries to put it opposite side low. Ends up making the save. It goes back towards the center. And I believe it was Black Sheep that tried to put it back on. And Jadis just stuffs them both. And we have a charging penalty in the top right,
Great
too.
work by Biz. Yeah, Gunman going to the box.
So, the D-man for Pitt almost just slap shot it in the goal on Jadis. I couldn't find the words. I was just in shock that just happened.
That's how we do it in Pitt.
Yeah.
Set play we worked on before the season started. I'm glad to see the boys are putting it into action.
Oh, is it like a ricochet shot off the post that you do? You face your own goal, bounce it off the post.
You face your own goal, close your eyes and pray.
Yeah.
And
Oof.
Chicago off to a power player. And never mind again. Another power play in one of these games that was canceled out early on, turned into a 4-on-4.
Well, we may be heading to a third overtime between Buffalo and Pitt. So,
And looking at this Dallas game, sorry to cut you off. Pursuant
good.
Shelf is just, he's teeing up. He's looking for that 1-tee, and his teammates are weaving around trying to find him. Biz is a good guy for that. He's known a lot for breaking through defense, weaving around guys on the rush, but he can do it in the cycle as well. Very talented.
Well, that's one of the things, like, I think that makes him so good, is he just draws so much attention, and he doesn't just, like, fire away, like, kind of like you said, like a lot of people think, and he just draws so much attention, it just opens up a lot of other people. Nice pick there by Pedersen.
And Brooksy has scored for Florida. That's a vicious line, I think. Brooksy, Billy. Oh, what a poke on Clements.
Ooh, we got Nuge. Is that Dead
Trying to
Ingle?
get up against Edmonton.
Yeah, Dead Ingle.
Okay.
With
and
Obi-Wan with the secondary.
As that Pittsburgh game is going to triple overtime, that was a tremendous poke off of P. Clements on a little mini break to keep the game going with only 2 or 3 seconds left.
Yeah.
Buffalo looks like got the better of the shots in that period.
Pete Clements had himself an amazing playoffs as well, along with Fancy Duck. Those two played together, and they would use Pete Clements, as a center for the second line. And then whenever it came down to getting that fourth game in for him, they would end up slotting him in with JT as a D-man. And he was a big reason that they ended up winning those series that ended up going into 6 games.
Absolutely versatile guy. And Edmonton going to the power play here in a tie game with 6 minutes left. So far 0-for-2 on the power play. Kind of unexpected.
Iron All poked it off of Obi-Wan's stick off that. That was a huge poke there.
Absolutely.
Biz with the backhand top shelf.
Tell you what, beauty backhand is something different this year, especially when guys like that are using it. Not the team we might have thought would be scoring during that power play.
Yeah,
nonetheless.
Shorty. Biz with the shorty, man.
Edmonton goes into that thinking they have the advantage and can flip the game around, get a lead in the last 5 minutes. And Biz says no.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's why he was the number 1 pick last season. I believe he was the first pick for his team for Dallas. And I think they drafted, top 6 or 7.
Yeah, they were number 4, I believe.
Oh, yeah. The guy is so
goal
good.
From Colorado.
Did he win the Hart or the Rocket?
Or
was it the Art Ross? I can't. I know it's the Rocket and another one.
Can't speak with great authority on it, honestly. You mean when he was with Vegas when they won the Cup?
No, last season. I believe he won it last season also. I think he's gotten a couple of them in a row now.
And 3 minutes left in that game. Dallas still with a 3-2 lead. This is...
got a pin.
And first period
Down in the bottom right.
is over on the top right. So much to keep track of, truly.
Oh, yeah. Imagine me trying to do it by myself last night.
Yeah.
Brooksy. Having himself a game. Oh, big save. A shot from the high slot there. Props is all
If there's
over
ever
it.
been a goaltending duel,
Yeah.
man.
Oh, what a poke there. I couldn't tell. There was a couple of people right there, but they had a chance of closing on Jadiz, and somebody was there with the stick.
That's a team effort in the D zone right there. 3 guys skating full speed into the slot to just get it out.
We're halfway done with the third overtime with Buffalo and Pitt. Colorado on the penalty kill right now. Carolina desperately needs to convert on this to give themselves a chance.
And also, just want to note, you were talking about Lou and Mash.
Mm-hmm.
It's right now they must have had a lineup change. I forgot to mention earlier. King Larry and Sweet Lou.
Okay.
I don't know.
Dang. I was excited for to have Mashley back on the stream again. I love that
Yeah.
guy.
Oh, a nice find to Ben Sniffer. And a good poke to match him off LeBlanc, followed by a toe drag and a sauce. That guy's... he's got some flair. 8 seconds left in the Dallas and Edmonton game. Dallas up 2.
And
It's
Dallas
a nice
is going to
effort
get
from
it.
Dallas. Yeah, against a good Edmonton line.
Yeah, they were
Dallas
2-0,
is
weren't they?
Yeah, I believe so. Dallas is showing that they're legit.
All right, here, go ahead and take a look at the in-game stats there before I turn it off. Get that out of the way. Biz with the game winner. Man, that shorty when they were tied 2-2 was huge.
Yeah, it's a backbreaker. Why is my computer verifying Microsoft Outlook? Okay.
It knows when you're trying to do something. It's like, not today.
And a power play for Pittsburgh with 3:25 left in the third overtime. This is when you always tell the guys, watch the Omaha.
Yes.
You know?
You end up getting a little overconfident. You don't play back, and then you give up a shorty.
Yep, and we saw it in that Dallas game.
Another penalty. A 4-on-4.
Yep. Another power play, cancel it out. We just can't watch a full power play tonight.
What do you think the odds are they end up playing more than 9 periods?
9 I think is a confident 0.
Well, no,
to
I
me.
mean total for the night. Because they're in 6 now. They'll have 3 guaranteed.
Yeah, I mean, it would be interesting because at that rate, I could maybe even jump in. Everything else would be done. Every other game. But yeah,
Oh!
I think next period, if not, oh my.
Wilksy
Just
dancing
barely
around. Just
Yeah.
his shot goes wide.
Next period, if not the last minute in this one, I think as a game like this goes on, everybody's sweating a little bit. You're amped up. Fingers might slip. People's minds might start slipping just because it's been going on for a long time. So I think in the next period, if not this one.
Oh, nice poke there by Wilksy on P. Clements. Once teammates, now enemies. Oh,
That's right.
oh, Wilksy with the game winner. Looked like he was set up for the tip. He ended up blocking it instead, falls at his feet, picks it up, spins to the right, and then I think he shot a backhand, and it goes in. Wow. What a game.
So nice play. Hard to swallow as a Penguin, but as an enjoyer of the league, that was a fantastic game. Yeah, nice goal by Wilksy to cap it off. That's a guy who we know can move around with slick hands in front of the net, and he's not afraid to score a dirty goal every now and then. Eat a shot and dunk it.
There's a reason they added him to management. Yeah, he just reached, looked like he caught it with his left elbow.
That's some hand-eye, for real.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's another thing with this year. Big tips are huge this season.
Right.
We got about 57 seconds left. Colorado up 4-0 on Carolina. God, that Pitt and Buffalo game was 2 games worth with those 3 overtimes.
Yeah. That's a playoff preview kind of game.
Oh, yeah. Well, it could be the Eastern Conference Finals. Pitt and Buffalo.
I don't want to speak too soon on it, but it would be nice. If so, we'd be looking forward to it. As for the present, only 30 seconds left in this Colorado-Carolina game. Another team trying to break the thing that you're not allowed to say as a broadcaster. I forgot about that.
What did I do, Zerky? I said they could.
Good save. Billy working it in the corner. Had it a little too long, ended up getting hit off.
Ooh. And then Colorado.
Nice wrap.
Oh, I missed it. Colorado did get the shutout on Carolina.
Yeah. And so we had Billy in one end trying to set up some kind of cycle, drawing some attention, drew too much attention, and Chicago ended up converting, coming back the other way. It was a nice wrap.
Oh, jeez.
Billy's trying to get it right back, though. Look at him coming in with speed.
Oh, we got a power play. All right. Florida's going to be on the power play now.
Yeah. Will this one also be canceled out by a penalty and end up as a 4-on-4? Who's to say?
If previous history of tonight has been any indicator, it very well may be.
Yeah.
We got Brooksy trying to stuff it short side, unable to. Woeful Penguin there with a big save.
Yeah, Chicago swarming Billy in the slot there. They know that Florida is looking to get the puck to him. And yeah, sorry. And that's the guy you want to crowd. Of course, the line is good, filled with good players in general.
Yeah.
Brooksy, known well around the league. But when Billy's on the line, people are looking to get the puck to him. You can trust that.
Durs with the drive going down center ice, puts a backhander on the net, and big ol' 2-time Stanley Cup winner Zerky is there to make it the big save.
Yeah, on a win streak, no less. Zerk, that is. Cup winning streak.
Yeah. He won with Vegas and then with Buffalo.
Yep, so the best way to win the cup is to have Zerk on your team. Let it be known.
You heard it here first. Comrade Borker. You can take it to the bank. Florida is winning the cup this year.
Not necessarily what I said.
You said it.
Just whichever team has Zerk on it by the deadline.
About 30 people just heard it. Everybody heard it. No backing out now.
All right. I'm resigned to my fate. It's okay. Anyway, yeah, Zerk has put up a couple of great back-to-back seasons.
Ooh.
Being a backstop.
Shot from the point and a tip and a big save there.
It's a smart clear.
Yeah.
Having it in the slot there with your goalie maybe shaken out of position a bit by the point shot. Don't want to take any chances.
Well, the puck definitely likes to bounce around this season. I don't know if that's because of Big Tipper or he got murdered. Oh my God, was that Brooksy? He got absolutely demolished. It looked like he was gonna have a breakaway in a shot attempt, and he just folds. Man, I missed who it was that hit him. Okay, we see it right here. Oh, Lou, sweet Lou.
Ooh.
Just. Man, somebody should clip that. Oh, man.
Lou rang Brooksy's nose off the post there.
Yeah.
That'll
So,
clear your sinuses. I can tell you that.
sorry, Brooksy, but that was pretty entertaining.
And a pretty tight game going into the third period.
Oh yeah.
Shots pretty even. Time on attack, not so much, but Chicago maybe looking to convert more in transition than off the cycle. Just need one shot. And Buffalo getting ready to go on the left. Okay, back into predictions here, Lions. What are you seeing for the rest of this game on the right?
Man. Florida has just definitely been getting like a lot of really good pressures. Like it's just like right there. But I mean, Chicago's been playing really good defense. I mean, they've been able to get their opportunities as well, but they just haven't had. It doesn't seem like they've had the time on attack that Florida's had. Woeful Penguin and Zerke both are playing amazing, so I see this staying a one goal game, whether it ends up 3-2 either way or 2-1. Uh, I don't see this breaking open like wildly.
All right. Oh, well, good keep there from Durs. I'm gonna branch off a bit from that and say, uh, Brooksy and Billy know how to get to the front of the net and make kind of weird looking goals happen. I think they're gonna get something bouncing around in front of the net and make this a 2-goal game.
Definitely.
Because right now the one goal that Chicago has came off a wrap in transition, so they haven't been shown to get anything great off of a cycle so far. Maybe that'll change here. Nice shot for a rebound.
A huge
And
save by
game
Zerke
two of
too.
Buffalo and Pittsburgh starting up.
Yeah, and here we go. Another game going into triple overtime on the left. Calling it now. What a point shot and deflection. Oh my goodness. Silver Fox with the deflection. Sweet Lou with the shot from the point. Oh my goodness gracious.
Way to prove me wrong, Lou. He's a nice guy there. Nice tip. Good point shot. And game's better for it. Another tie game in the third. Maybe this one goes 3 overtimes.
Oh, entirely possible. That was an absolute blistering shot from Lou. And way to go for Silver Fox to be there and get a stick on it. Oh, dear lordy. Durst just got annihilated. He's just now getting up.
Yeah, he came in with some speed and he was met with about equal force there. It's a hard hit.
Oh, that's my favorite things is like the huge crunching hits. I just love watching people get deleted. I apologize that it keeps happening to Brooksy in this game. I'm not,
And
not trying to.
we've
Oh,
got Yinzer in here
oh,
popping in, looks
Dude,
like.
I had to pop in and say Buffalo and Pittsburgh, that 3 overtime game. My God.
yeah. Fortunate for us, we were able. We caught them right at the end of regulation, right? And
Yep.
we ended
Yep.
up getting to watch all three overtimes.
2 games in one, eh?
Yep. And then they had to
Yeah,
put
and
an
this
encore performance on for us.
this one we're gonna have possibly solo, commentary on this one if somebody ends up breaking the tie in the Chicago Florida game. I don't know. Maybe they'll both go to extra.
Oh, it's getting waved off. It's getting
Oh,
waved off.
yeah.
Arksy was there for the rebound and ended up burying it far side, and it looks like it'll probably be interference.
Yep, that is tough to see if you're Chicago. Where you don't feel like you did anything wrong. It looked like kind of a slight bump on the goalie, but the game is the way it is, and they got to just get back at it and keep plugging away in the offensive zone. They've picked up a lot of momentum in the last couple minutes. That is assuming it gets called off. And yeah, okay.
And it looks like Zerke says the same thing. Pitt and Buffalo conference finals. I let Zerky know that you wouldn't commit to that prediction.
Yeah. Zerk is welcome to, though. I'll let him go ahead.
Well, you already said Florida's going to win the cup, so you guys are in the same conference, right?
Yeah, if he wants to not go to the cup and win it this time, that's okay with me.
We've
If he
put
wants to predict Pitt and Buffalo.
we put Borker in a position, an awkward one. Oh, we got the Duke with the take. He's got the puck at center ice. Oh, it ends up getting taken by Wilksey. Passed over to Black Sheep. Oh, the Duke is pushing it up the ice on a 2-on-2. Oh, what a huge poke by Casey Lombardi. Oh, big pass from the Duke over to
Yep, true. Pedersen, I think it was.
Yeah.
And I'll give a little deep dive player insight here
Mm-hmm.
as this game is going on scoreless. Casey Lombardi, also a rapper. I don't know if he's still active,
Ooh.
but I know he was at one point.
You think we can get him to write a song for the 6HL show?
Well, see, I don't know if uh, it's appropriate of me to mention it. I don't know if he wanted that to be known, but you got only the best news here. So
Okay. Well, you've been outed, Casey Lombardi. We're gonna need at least 3 autographs for the media team. One for me, one for Borker, and one for Squid. Oh,
right,
Black Sheep got crushed. The Duke just murdered him.
it's a high flying, heavy hitting game night here, Lions.
Yeah, it is. I love it,
Even
man.
some of the games that, yeah, some of the games that haven't been high scoring necessarily, the bodies have been flying.
And 2-2 over on the right. 5 minutes,
Oh,
about 5 minutes left.
2 whiffs in a row there for Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
Still keeping the pressure up.
Ooh, Silver
I
Fox with the take, and he's unable to get it out. Billy pushing it up on a 3-on-2. He splits the D. Oh, what a diving poke check by Woeful. Oh my goodness. I
Oh,
can't
that is a
believe.
tremendous play.
Yeah, I can't believe Billy split the D and then Woeful, just knowing he can't go anywhere with it, just diving poke check gets it perfectly on the stick. And we have a goal
Yep.
on the left by Black Sheep. Oh, what a pass. Or what a shot.
Oh yeah, just up over the glove side.
Oh,
Way to break it.
what a save on the left.
Ooh,
Arksy put a absolute blister of a shot on Zerky, and Zerky just shut it down.
that's why he's a champion.
Yeah.
He's locking it down.
Billy again. Oh, oh my goodness. He ends up passing it from his backhand back to center ice. I didn't catch who scored it.
Credit goes to Fiends, but it bounced in off of one of Chicago's defensemen.
Oh, that's hurtful.
Yeah.
That's the second game we've seen where a game gets ended by a funny bounce. But I mean, you don't get those bounces if you don't, apply pressure and get in those positions. So I
Yeah.
mean,
Game. Sorry.
no, you're good.
Just gonna say game not quite over yet. Be a ferocious push here from Chicago in the last minute, calling a timeout.
Hmm.
Uh, Probably not feeling great right now on their end after having that one goal called off and then giving one up kind of on accident, by accident off a bad bounce off the D. But they're going to roll with it here, see if they can put it together in the last 45 seconds. And of note, that is kind of what I was talking about earlier. Billy and Brooksy have the ability to score some goals that sometimes kind of make you scratch your head the way they go in, like off that bounce. But when they can do it consistently, it's hard to question the method.
Yeah.
They put pucks on net and it works.
That's kind of like what I was going back to and saying, like if you're not getting into those positions, then they're not going to happen. I know a lot of people like to blame like EA bounces and stuff, but if you're consistently getting into those positions and they consistently happen, I mean, it doesn't seem so much like it's just EA randomness. You know what I mean?
Yep. Yeah, and game would be pretty boring if it wasn't random in some way, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
13 seconds left.
yeah, I mean, in order to get those bounces, you have to actually take the chances. So I agree with what you're saying there. And starting off the second in
Oh, what
the
a clear.
second per game. Oh,
Oh, and Florida puts it
all
out
right.
of reach.
Yep. Oh,
Fiends and Brooksy playing a little back and forth on their 2-0 breakaway. And Florida is going to end up winning this 4-2. So I believe they split. I think Chicago won 5-4, right? Or was it Florida that won game 1 5-4?
I am not. Wait, sorry. It was Florida that won, I think. I need to
Okay.
check that.
Zerky can let us know. Did you guys win game 1? We know the score was 5-4. We just can't remember who won.
Yeah,
And congratulations, Florida. Okay, Chicago won 5-4. That's what I thought. You making me second guess myself.
I'm great at that. Yeah, you're right. That's right. Yep. Okay. So a good split.
Yeah. I mean, we've seen, we looked at the division standings. There were a ton of split series last night, which, in my opinion, is really good. It shows like a evenness and competitive or parity in the league.
There we go. There's the broadcaster vocabulary, breaking out the parody.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
I got a little bingo card right next to my player sheet.
Oh yeah. What else you got on there?
What is it? Pull out all of the stops. It's a bold move, Cotton. We'll see if it pays off. If I can work those in organically, then I get bingo.
Gotcha. Not a bad card. Yeah, I think the bold move cotton one is makes pretty frequent appearances in these
Oh
NHL
my
parties. Ooh.
goodness! What a pass from Black Sheep over to Wilksey right in front of the net, and I think he got it off his backhand again.
Yeah.
Oh, it was a
Uh,
wrap off the pads. Oh, Black Sheep ended up wrapping it and
wow.
somehow went across his body, and
Oh, and
Daddy
off Biz's
D-Locks,
pad and into
yeah,
the net.
yeah,
Whoa.
right off of it, and then right onto Wilksey's stick. Well, yeah, hits the knee and then the toe. Yeah, it's
Oof.
brutal. I don't.
Carrying over from the last game, once again,
Yeah,
if you give yourself the chance to get the bounces, they will come.
Buffalo saying they don't want to play another 6 periods. It looks
Yeah.
like.
Already matching their goal output from the previous game.
Oh, Ben Sniffer to Wilksey over to Black Sheep, and then a big save there. Got the Duke. Unable to connect on that pass. P. Clements. Oh! I thought he saved it. I didn't know it was sitting on the ice in the crease. They
Oh my.
the camera shifted so fast it made me think it was a goal off
Yeah.
that poke.
This is it's kind of breakneck right now. There are a couple of very close chances.
Yeah. I think 100% Pitt at least gets one goal. I think they score the next goal.
I think that's a fair assessment. I also think they have to score the next goal
Hmm.
after using the timeout and just to break up some of this momentum so Buffalo doesn't make this one distant. Good pick from Clements.
Oh, almost able to get the pass over to the Duke, John Wayne. And then we got an offside. 8:21 left in the second period. Oh, shoot. I just noticed. The silence. I don't like being alone with my own thoughts. What a pass! What a pass from Wilksey to Ben Sniffer. A huge save there.
Great pass, great save. Another example of two good teams going at it. See some high caliber plays back and forth.
I don't even know how that sauce got through. That was just crazy.
It's poetry in motion, you know.
Oh, the Duke. He's got some space and some speed. Oh, it's staying. The Duke gets the goal. I couldn't tell if it went off somebody. I couldn't tell if he got that backhand shot off.
Couple of nice little inside-out moves from John Wayne to shake the defense, get just enough space to put that one in.
Mm-hmm.
As we talked about, Pittsburgh gets the next goal
I
and
told you.
puts the game back within reach. Yes, you did. I've had a couple of told you so moments, and I'm glad to see you getting one, and you deserve to call it out because that was a great call.
Ooh. Good opportunity there for Buffalo. A nice pickoff staying with the play by Black Sheep. And you got
Absolutely.
LeBlanc breaking it up. I've seen like you and Yinzer's teams play too much to know like you guys are just gonna fold it and pack it in, you know?
Yeah, neither of us are, of course, involved in this one, but I guess the team is just amped up, ready to go. These are we got two guys in this game right now on Pittsburgh who were on opposite sides of the Cup final last season, in John Wayne and Clemens. So, guys that have pedigree. And, of course, Buffalo being the defending champions with a couple of returning players. And among them, Wilksey and Zerk.
Yeah.
Sorry, I said Zerk. I did not mean to say that. Some sort of. The 4 games have me twisted up. My fault, Zerk.
Oh, dude, yeah.
I know
When
that
you-
you're not
when you
on
start
Buffalo.
When you start doing the 4-game multi-streams, they all just like mumble and jumble together. you just start like trying to reach for the names, and then you end up saying the wrong one sometimes.
Yeah, start freestyling and suddenly everybody's on Buffalo.
Oh yeah.
Oh, look at that crowd at the net as John Wayne scored. Just enough time.
Yeah.
Okay.
He had both D-men right on his backside, man.
Yeah, you were bang on with the last prediction. So, another in-game assessment. What's the deal here for the next goal heading into the third?
I mean, I think Pittsburgh scores again the next one. I mean, the time on attack is, Buff has like another minute more, but I mean, Pitt just feels like they're playing with urgency right now. Like they're putting it on the net, and that was one of the things I saw why I thought they would score the next goal last time. I just feel like Pitt has the urgency right now, and sometimes playing not to win will end up making you lose.
Yeah, with you there. I think that if Buffalo does end up scoring the next one, that was a nice shot and another nice save. It will be off of a similar play to the one that Wilksey ended the game on last time around.
Mm-hmm.
Something in front of the net, off a tip, maybe a rebound. Oh, a little trouble getting out of the zone for Buffalo, but they escape and end up with a decent rush off it.
Wilksey, how did you do that? How did he almost tuck that in? He was almost on the boards behind the net, and he still was able to get it out and almost tuck that in. What a huge save.
Yeah, some guys just have the hands for it. It's wild.
Oh, I'm sorry, Protocol.
Oh,
I guess
what
I
a
called.
save.
I guess I called Protocol. Called him Rec 2OP like 4 times yesterday. Rec was playing both sides. He's that good. Yesterday I didn't have the line cards. And what a goal there by Black Sheep. And I was wrong this time. What a breakaway.
Likewise.
And then the in and out move gets the goal. I apologize, Protocol. Yeah, yesterday I didn't have the lines from all the owners, so I was trying to remember everybody that was playing. All 24 players going at once.
Yeah, and once again, Buffalo's trying to keep Pittsburgh at arm's length, and so far succeeding. Not a ton of offensive momentum for Pittsburgh so far this period. They are taking their time breaking it out, so that's good for their chances if they can do it smoothly, but broken up here in Buffalo has another zone chance.
Wilksey is just so... Man, he uses space so well. I mean...
Caught yourself there.
Yeah. I noticed it watching whenever we played you guys or played Buffalo in round 2. And then whenever I watch the Eastern Conference Finals and the finals, the way he uses space is just really good. He's not the guy that just burns all the time. He's just real shifty and uses space so well.
Yeah, speed changes, taking the space you're given. He doesn't waste any space. Absolutely. Pick up by LeBlanc, right near the net. That's a guy who has played a lot of goalie himself. He probably knows how it feels to have a defenseman in the crease with the puck.
Yeah.
And still not a ton offensively from Pittsburgh in the last couple minutes.
I think Buffalo may have been listening. they used it as motivation. Oh, we're playing not to win, huh, Lions?
John Wayne trying to have something to say about it. Feed to Ghost, and...
Ooh, what a poke there by Ben Sniffer.
LeBlanc starting it back up.
Oh, what a
Go at it
pass.
again.
Oh, big save there by Props.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my goodness. How did that get over to Black Sheep? Can't believe that.
Good poke there from Pedersen.
Oh, big blast from the point.
Yeah, Buffalo's not giving Pittsburgh anything really close to the net. We know how deadly point shots are with tips this year, but even still, if you can keep guys to the outside the way Buffalo's doing right now, with a 2-goal lead, you have pretty good chances.
Yeah, they're not even really able to get inside like the face-off circles or dots. And that's when you know you're playing really, really good defense. And a rapid attempt there by Wilksey, unable to convert on it. Oh, John Wayne the Duke just got nailed.
Oh. A dump attempt that hit Ghost in the loins and knocked down.
Loins for the win.
Yeah. Oh, a nice save there off P. Clement's quick snapshot attempt in the slot.
Oh, what a take by Wilksey. Good try on the pass up. Yeah, if you can't beat the guy, just hit him in the loins.
Hit him in the loins for the win.
We got a goal, the Duke. The Duke. Way to go, John Wayne.
Some nice movement there between him and Clements.
Yeah. I guess they've played against each other enough to kind of know like how they play, you know?
Yeah. Have that kind of competitors' respect for each other now turned into camaraderie as teammates. And Pittsburgh still keeping it close.
Ooh, big shot, big save there by Props. Ooh, good poke check there by LeBlanc.
Yeah, LeBlanc and Pedersen have been coming up big in transition the last couple of attempts here. After giving up that breakaway to Black Sheep, they've been locking it down for the most part.
Oh.
Breakaway goal on the attempt.
Yeah, LeBlanc just laying the body there on both Black Sheep and Wilksey.
And he's doing it all himself. There he goes into the zone.
Oh, where's the puck? Where is it? Oh, John Wayne with a backhand attempt. Now with a rapid attempt, he couldn't get it around the post. 25 seconds left. P. Clements with the stick lift keeps it. Oh, passes back to Pedersen. Over to Insane Ghost, and Wilksey gets it back up. And about 10 seconds left. Wilksey with the wrap, unable to convert. Oh, Ben Sniffer with another shot. 6 seconds.
Yep.
They got to get it up. Oh. And that's going to do it.
And
Buffalo wins in regulation.
So if that ends up being a playoff series, probably safe to say it'll be a good one.
Oh, yeah. What was it? 9 periods played, and they only had, 8 goals? That's going to be amazing. Yeah. I can't wait till the playoffs, man.
Yeah, I mean, why not skip to them? Just play 1 week, go straight to the playoffs.
Yep, that's what I'm using. I'm going to use and abuse my position as head media to make that happen.
Yeah.
You don't think anybody's going to listen to me. They're going to be like, you're drunk, Lions. Go home.
Yeah, saying the playoffs start tonight. People have played 10 games, and that's enough to know where we all stand.
Yep. Well, I mean, if you listen to the way people talk in chat, then that's what you have to do every year. The power rankings come out, like the draft happens. Oh, they're winning. Then we might as well just. I mean, it's happened the last 2 seasons for certain that I know of. What was it? Season 10. It was for sure going to be the Hurricanes. Hands down, everybody said they're winning it all. First round exit. Washington. For season 11, there were factors. Like the accelerated playoffs, 2 hurricanes. And I know the Hurricanes ended up affecting Washington, like, heavily. But Washington was the other team that people said, like, right at the start of the season, oh, it's over. They're winning it all.
Yeah, if there's one team that kind of has that effect to them right now, of course it would be Buffalo. But Pittsburgh kept them tight in these games. And again, as mentioned way back, the Buffalo did get Shem in the RA. And he's a great player. Thing is, you can only play so many players at a time. So it is a loaded roster.
Exactly.
But, I don't know. There are some teams that I think will match up with them decently, especially coming out of the Atlantic Division and my very own Pittsburgh Penguins as well.
Yeah.
And we'll see who else rises up as the season goes on. Only 2 nights in.
That was definitely a tough break for the Penguins, but I mean, geez. I mean, you can't play like any tougher, any more closely than what you guys did tonight. And knowing that it's against the defending Cup champions, like with it so early in the season, has to be like, I don't believe really in moral victories, but I mean, you could kind of chalk it up like that. Like, hey, I know we lost both, but we hung in with the defending Cup champions.
Yeah, builds character.
Yeah.
Say.
All right, buddies.
Okay.
Oh, go ahead. Finish what you're saying, man.
No, I was just going to ramble. It's actually a good idea to cut me off.
Yeah. Well, I was going to say, I forgot to plug it earlier, but make sure, like, even if you get TC'd to a team, you are still able to play in the prospect games. I apologize for Harry not mentioning it sooner, just slipped my mind. But even if you get, like, randomly assigned to a team and you're not rostered, you can still participate in the prospect games. The only time you cannot play in the prospect games is if you are rostered to a team. So make sure you end up going to auto rolls, you select prospect, and then that way you can end up seeing the prospect channels, and that way you can end up signing for the games. I mean, Harry is doing everything that we do during the games, so all your stats get recorded. Your interceptions, takeaways, giveaways, assists, goals, hits, all that stuff. So if you're trying to make it in the league for yourself, definitely get involved in those prospect games and then help yourself out. Anything? Any thoughts about the games we watched tonight?
I think we pretty much covered most everything as they were going on, and just say thanks to everybody who came in and watched, and thanks again for having me in tonight.
Oh man, everything is so much better and so much easier whenever you're up here with me, buddy.
Ooh. One of these times we'll get Squid in here as well, have the full team.
Yeah. Well, I mean that's you guys are both like first liners, so it's gonna be spotty, like getting you both in at the same time. Some people may think you're the same person because you're never together at the same time.
And I don't have anything I can say to effectively dispel that if it were a rumor.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm starting to question it myself. All right, buddies. Well, I think we're going to go ahead and wrap it up. We're approaching an hour and 46 minutes into the stream. So I appreciate you coming in, buddy. I appreciate everything you do for us.
All right, thank you. And yeah, I'll slide out. Just thanks to you again and everybody who tuned in. Good games tonight. See you around.
Yep. Thanks to everybody also that tuned in. Thanks to the guys that stream the games for us. And thanks for the league management that runs it. I hope everybody had a great night watching some 6HL hockey with us. I will see you guys Monday or Tuesday night. Have a good one.
Single doesn't mean I'm looking for somebody. Some say the drink plays up.